guys, welcome back. So we went on our favorite thing we do every year, and little butterflies in the way. There we go. So we went on our favorite thing we do every year. I got giggles back here. We went on creep rides, and I love that ride. That is like the best thing I've ridden in VR. That's the best horror thing I have. Hands down, I love that thing. And we've ridden it every summer since we got it, so we rode it last year. I know it's not much of a tradition, but hey, it's the second year. And we ride it at Halloween, and sometimes we ride it during the winter sale too. And it's super cool. It's fun to ride. And it's a VR, I want to call it a roller coaster because it's not like a track ride. You know, like you go in those, we used to call them laugh in the darks or whatever, but it's a scary ride sit on a flat track, like they have at theme parks. So we go on that and we crank up the fan and we go on that and it's awesome. It's somewhere on the playlist if you want to go see it, but seriously, if these guys don't do art prop masters and don't do that in real life, they've missed their calling because that is really cool. That was really awesome, and I love going on it every year. Loki gave me a kind of mental image of this cute little chibi fox going, "Creep white!" And he's running ahead, and he's kind of trying to show me, like, in his mind, this fun fairground where we're going to go to ride it. And this was after we got off. So the fox is running ahead, holding onto a balloon. And he goes, "A whip balloon from that nice clown." And he's random. And, he's running ahead. I'm gonna run right beside him, and Asmodeus is just walking behind us like he's a prisoner being dragged to jail. Or maybe him no likey. With me, he can't stand those things. He actually left in the middle of the ride. He don't want to see any of it. I don't know if he was offended or what, but the Hell Ride's my absolute favorite. Satan thinks it's funny. He thinks it's hilarious because I'm going at the demons. That's so cute. And they're amazing animatronics. Well, they're VR characters, but still, they're like these amazing animatronics. And I love that ride. It's like the highlight of our summer. And I loved it. Loki loved it. Asmodeus left in the middle. He's not scared. It kind of like, I get this feeling of distaste of like, ugh, no. And he walks away and he's just like, ugh, no. He's like that with me. With you, he might enjoy it. It's the mystery of working with our gods. With me, Loki loves scary stuff. With you, he's like, tell him about Trump Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyhow, he had me get a game. We got a bunch of stupid stuff, so grab yourself a cup of coffee. Apparently, we're gonna be here for a while. He's calling it Trunk Five Nights at Freddy's. I have no idea what the title is, but there's a title where it's Five Nights at Freddy's. It is, but you're working in an apartment instead of a pizzeria, and there's a walk-in wine cellar. And the bottles are just everywhere. I'm like, I can see why she's seeing stuff. He's like, yeah, that explains a lot. And and there's actually a thing. When I used to drink, I remember you actually have to be careful how you store wine and something. There's something about that if you don't have the place properly ventilated or something, like the fumes that because they off gas, it can make you a little crazy. And at least that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard it explained like if you have a wine cellar with very old wine and you're always seeing stuff down there, that might be why. I don't know if it's true. You can look up the science. I have no idea if it causes hallucinations, but we got that. It's the wine version of Five Nights at Freddy's. And you sit there apparently and you watch your tablet. You go and you turn stuff off. And there are cheesy jump scares in it. So Loki's stoked for that. And I found one I wanted with a baby that's going around with like this cursed baby doll, and there's like a sign of Baphomet appearing everywhere. I make sure that the ones that are involved aren't offended before I do it, and most of them don't have a problem. Asmodeus is the fussy one with me. He doesn't think it's funny. He doesn't think it's appropriate. Satan can't stop laughing. Satan just looks at it and starts to wheeze. Most of them wheeze. Lucifer's just kind of puzzled. He's like, I'm glad you two find it funny, but I don't understand why. Payman can't be bothered. Mammon just kind of watches it. And again, Mammon's my casino demon. He's the one that, like, he would be on the casino floor. As long as the humans are enjoying the entertainments, everything is going well. And again, this kind of sense of pride. But we have been enjoying ourselves. I was really sorry because I meant to get them out. And I know I'm breathing kind of hard, but I went outside and it was yellow, um, air advisory. So yeah, I'm not doing too good. And I had offered to try to walk up, but I went outside to do a couple things outside, and I'm just like, from that. So it's going to take until at least tomorrow for that to clear up on me. It's okay, guys. It's not COVID or anything. I have breathing issues, and I shouldn't go outside when the air quality is yellow. But I had stuff to get done. And he's just, Loki's been watching over me for that, but I'm going to be okay. It's going to pass. So if you notice I'm breathing heavier, that's why. And I wanted to take him to get him. They have these, they're the bomb most of the time. There's one time we got an off one, but they have these chicken skewers they sell at our gas station. Like I said, it's like a nexus for cool food, for hip food, for like really unusual stuff. These chicken skewers, and it's really expensive. I swear to the gods, the other day I was up there, bought them for $1 something. But then the next time I went back in to buy some more, because I'm like, well, they're only $1. They were like either $3.95 or $6.98. I forget which it was, and I was like, whoa! I mean, you get 2 skewers packed with chicken, but still, you can go right across the street and get a chicken meal for that. So, well, not really, not the whole meal, but you know what I mean. You're feeling me. And hopefully, anyhow, we were gonna go get that, but it was too hard for me to breathe. I said if it's better ear quality tomorrow, even though it's going to be the last day of the sale tomorrow. So make sure you get to that Steam sale because, when it's gone. And no, they don't pay me to promote it, but a favorite hobby of people on Steam is gone. But I was busy for 2 whole weeks, and it's true. But usually people know for weeks ahead the sale is coming. I started planning about a month ahead because I was like, I know it's coming sometime. It has to. So, you know, maybe take them tomorrow and we can enjoy our last day of festival. Well, it's gonna be a half day. It's gonna end at 1 o'clock here, I think. But take them out and we'll have some festival food and we'll enjoy all the games we bought. And we bought a dumb one on purpose. And again, it's stuff that I don't see anything wrong with it, but all the fits YouTube has been taking with my channel personally. And it's a girl on a yacht, and she's perfectly fine. She's dressed in a bikini, but we actually have a thing that I can't show you female bosoms. I'm not kidding, and I don't mean on clove, like female bosoms. Ever. Ever. I have no idea why. But so she's dancing around in a bikini. She's perfectly fine. She's dancing around to a radio. There's stuff on there to have a party, and it was only like 49 cents, and we were interested. So we're going around the yacht, and I threw the radio off the yacht, and it was really interesting because it kept falling down through the ocean or whatever we were on, and it stopped making sound. It started slowing down, and I'm like, that sounds like the sound like something makes when it falls through a map, but it couldn't have fallen through the map, right? Well, I fell off the yacht 6 or 7 times, and you fall right through the map. Look, he was laughing. It was hilarious. The first time was by accident, and like third or fourth time was accident too. I got bored, so we were making our own fun, and there's a floating basketball hoop, so I jumped on it, and I fell off, and I fell in the ocean, and I fell through the map, and I jumped on it again and I was on fine that time and I could have just sat there and looked at the ocean. It was kind of nice actually, but I had to try to climb up on top of the the basketball hoop, and you see where this is going. Fell in again, because I just moved my head to look, and that was all it took, and I fell in. So yeah, and I know those of you that are like never played VR, like how can you fall in when you didn't actually move because you're seated when you play? I don't know, man. I found an exploit. You can like look through the walls of the of the yacht. I fell in that way too. So I was dancing on the the edge of the railing, fell in. So he's like, tell them the truth. You do that all sober. Yes, I do. And I don't need a drink to make damn full decisions. So, I kept falling in the water and we laughed our butts off. We didn't play it for too long, but we did that. And I have no idea why. There's a bunch of stuffed animals on this yacht. I don't need to know. I took the lamb and I gave it to the girl and she wouldn't even take it. So, and she keeps dancing if you throw the radio off. And I said, it's kind of a shame they didn't work on it because there are frisbees on there. There are balls to throw around. There's like wine and everything. Really, it could be a free destination. Honestly, it could be a free destination on Steam. But it is what it is. There's a girl dancing there, and you can throw the radio off the ship. I was quite pleased with myself. So we've just been, enjoying ourselves. And, Loki's a god that reminds us to have fun because he's been like, being too serious. Imagine this chibi fox coming over to you with these adorable little fox paws and go at you. So I get, yeah. So he's been doing that. 1 second, guys. These dang allergies. I'm sorry. But yeah, did I tell you Asmodeus got back in? Asmodeus got back in. I told him he has to work on that. He gets super impatient with me sometimes. Sometimes he has the patience of a saint, and sometimes he has like the patience of a toddler. I said, babe, you got to work on that. It's part of my makeup that I will get there. I heard you the first time. I've been told I think like a man. I don't know if that's a compliment to men or not. I heard you the first time, and I will get there when I get there. Maybe I think in Southern. I've also been told that. I will get there when I get there. I will be there directly. And, oh, that is Southern. I will be there directly. And don't you push. And the more you push, the longer I'm going to take. It's just going to get exponential. And I'm going to get there. But I usually am in the middle of something. I want to get that done. And I'm the same way Asmodeus is about his work. I want it done, I want it done right. I'm not going to just rush through it and have it done wrong and then have to go back and do it again. So sometimes you can be too much alike. I think he knows that. And I think kind of he's mad at himself because I think he wants to live up to that hype about demons of, if he was really the demon trademark of, wealth and all this other stuff people give to him, then every time there's a Steam sale, he could just clap his hands together. Loot would fall out of the sky, and I would buy every game that struck my fancy, and people would be tuning into the channel to watch me play several $100 games because I just picked it up on a whim. Yeah, I'm going through the free bin going, is this worth our time? And look, he's like, damn straight she is. And Lucky's like, I'm proud of you. I taught you all the best stuff. So we made out like bandits. We bought a bunch of stuff. We got more than our share of free games. And we got DLC on a lot of our games. So also check your games. Because you might have a lot of DLCs that dropped, and sometimes if you don't have it in your, you're not playing it, you've uninstalled it, they don't inform you when they make DLCs for it, or they update it or something. I've noticed that on a lot of my games, that because a dev doesn't announce it or something, or they announced it but you had other stuff in the way, you just never hear it, and that's kind of chronic on Steam. So check your games too, see if you got any free DLCs at least. We got a couple this time, so it was like getting additional new games. But yeah, we are just having the good life, and we're drinking coffee, and the teriyaki chicken noodles aren't bad. It's different compared to beef. But it tastes a lot like those chicken skewers that we get up at the gas station. I know that sounds gross, but I swear to you, they're really good. So I like those. I actually like them more than the chicken across the street. I think you get a lot more meat on those skewers. You get like two pretty thick skewers for however much it is, and considering what the chicken skewers cost at a fair or something, it's really not that bad a price. So hopefully tomorrow the heat breaks and I can get him out for chicken skewers. I got chicken. And maybe for, one last fancy across the street. We're not going to do this all the time, but it's a festival, so we're going to have fun. We made rather merry this festival, but we never really go anywhere. I don't smoke, I don't drink. We just play video games and eat junk food. Is all we do. So we hope you guys are having a good one. Loki is content. I'm going to take him back and play some games. If we see something that we think will work on the channel, we'll bring it to you guys. But we've agreed that now when we get games, we'll get games for us to play, thinking that way first. And then if it's something that turns out I think you guys would like to see, then we'll play it. But like we pick up some stuff you would just not sit through, like Sudoku or something. I think I told you that before, crossword puzzles, stuff like that. That game with the adult Five Nights at Freddy's might not turn out to be good, so I don't even know if you'll see that or not, but you guys never know what we'll bring in next. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. Look, he's queep white. He's happy. I think Asmodee's gonna, oh, we gotta go on Coaster Carnage next. So yeah, we make it a thing. During the summer festival, that's our thing. So what? Right below, what summer traditions do you have with Loki? So there you go. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.